Okay. No. Alright. So, what I did was, I was just messing around, and if you go over here, Midno will leave you and tell you that you need to do something on your own for once. And, really it's nothing important. I mean, all she does is go through that cage and just tells you to find a way over here. All you have to do is walk up to the cage and she'll just magically float, over to it. But what you gotta do is you gotta drain the water again. So pretty much you're just acting as a plumber at this point. Back here's the gate. There's another thing right here that I open. And I think 2 Twilight Brandons are in here. I don't know, but he jumps out at me anyway. And what's funny is I kill them both at the same time. So there's nothing back there. So that's pretty much the whole area. Now, someone asked me if I was going to get every treasure chest in the game. I told them no. I'm only getting the ones with heart pieces. If I need a few rubies, I know where to find some. But really, there's no need for it because most of them contain rubies, and this game gives you way too many rubies as it is. So anyway, now that the water's drained, you can go back. Now you can't. Now if you look right here, there's a little sewer gate right here, and just press A. You'll crawl right in. There's a spirit right there if you want to talk to it. Now we do have one character introduced into this part. It's not that hard to figure out. Just in case you didn't know where you're at this moment, you're at Hyrule Castle. This part right here is kind of annoying. You gotta fall down first. Then Minnow says, "Well, do I have to do everything?" When really you haven't known her that long. This feature is kind of annoying in the Wii version though. Especially when you come back here the second time. Oh my gosh, this place is annoying. Because those Bulbin archers are right here. And they can shoot you with their arrows and knock you off these ropes and make you fall all the way down. It's happened to me really, really rarely. Now these new enemies are called Twilight Keys. Pretty much those bats, but they're just Twilight. Let's see if I can find what it says about them. Here. Similar to regular keys, but longer. When strike or slam, spin attacks also work if the keys are flying near you. And you'll only see them in Twilight. So, I mean, you can pretty much tell you're at Hyrule Castle. I mean, there's no hiding it. And plus, even if you now this enemy coming up is one of the most annoying enemies in a Zelda game I've ever seen. It's called a Twilight. Now, the regular version of it, though, is not that bad. It was introduced to Wind Waker. It was called a Gargorok, which is what that bird thing was. The creature's attack deals half a heart's worth of damage. Wait for it to dive while keeping a constant lock on, and then leap at the bird. It takes 2 strikes to kill this thing. And what's the thing that's annoying about them? They will follow you into no end. And you'll see that later in the game, of how they will not leave you alone. Now, their regular versions aren't that bad at doing that, but the Twilight ones are the most annoying enemy in the game. Like, I know there's other annoying enemies in the game, but that one just takes the cake in my book. And like, right here's an example. I mean, they're gonna keep following you right here. Luckily, I get in there fast enough. Now, at the end of the part, there's a thing that happens that I had to cut out because it was gonna take up too much time. So anyway, this character right here is it shouldn't be hard to see either. If you've watched the trailer, you should know who this is. And if you play Brawl, you got the trophy of this. It's really obvious of who this is. And ignore the fact that Midna will say, "Oh, Twilight Princess." Ignore that. I don't know why the heck she calls her that, but the character that this is, you'll have to wait. She'll take off her hood. Just wait. This part is really just a big cutscene, but it's a cool cutscene. See, I don't know why the heck he calls her that. You're pretty much gonna figure out who this is by now. Princess Zelda, that's who this is. Princess Zelda is about 20 years old and is the queen in waiting of Hyrule. Her kingdom was taken over by a strange man clad in shadow armor, who in exchange for the lives of her people, banished her to this castle. Zelda speaks with an excellent and serene confidence even in this darkest hour. She is strong and brave, and she would give up her life to bring peace to her kingdom. Like you, she has a strange power, known as the Triforce that only a chosen one can achieve. Now the character that she was talking about is another new character. He's a very good villain. I mean, he's a good villain, but he's kind of a psycho. Now this guy is named... Wait for it, he'll come up. Wait, here he is. Zant. And those two things beside him, you will not fight in this game. I don't know why the heck they're in this game then, because you never fight them. Anyway, his boss battle is kind of freakish, but the false leader of the Twilight world and driving force behind its incursion into the world of light. Zant is a self-proclaimed king of shadows who cursed Princess Midna. Ignore what I just said right there and cast her out. Never mind. Then I'm really trying my best not to say anything spoiling. Okay, ignore everything I'm gonna say about that. I probably just spoiled the whole thing of the game. Which really you're not supposed to learn before you go to the Twilight realm to fight him. I feel so stupid. I shouldn't have said nothing. I'm not even gonna read his profile. He's pretty much just an evil king of Twilight, false evil king of Twilight. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. Because that would be a big spoiler for the game. Like, I just about ruined this entire walkthrough by saying just one sentence. Anyway, so here Zelda's gonna take off her hood. And for some reason, Link stands up. Almost falls down. So that's Zelda. Okay, we get it. You're Zelda. And I know I'm really pressed for time at this part, so I'm pretty much just trying to get my A button to go crazy right here. Time is growing short. The guard will soon make his rounds. Now, to describe what I'm going to be skipping, Midna and Link will be running down the stairs. The guard will open the door. He won't see him, but after that, Midna will say, let me help you, because but then you'll have to become my servant. Now, the reason I skipped that is because it will come out to be about 1 minute and 33 seconds. You're going to see the first part of it, but other than that, I had to skip the rest. See, they're running and the guard comes. You're really not missing much. All it is them going outside, and Midna will just say, you know, since if I'm going to help you, you're going to become a servant, but, now you're back in Order on Spring. I'm going to save it and end off this part. So, see you guys in part 7, where we go get his sword and shield. Bye.